Afternoon all. Okay, let's have 1 or 2 5-minute games, I think. On ICC auto pairing. So what's going on here? How many title plans are on 900? Tricky guy is the top. We think the tricky guy? Who is the tricky guy? We don't know, it doesn't show in his profile. Anyway, tigerpaul. Okay. Actually, there's been a request for Roy Lopez instead of Vienna, so maybe I could try that. Ah, okay, open Sicilian. I'm encouraged for open Sicilian given all the recent open Sicilian games. Actually, the volume's a bit high. I think I'll lower that. Okay, maybe G3 here against that Queen C7. Ooh, am I already in trouble? What do I do here? Bishop D2? Like knight B5 actually wins the bishop, doesn't it? Knight B5 CB, I'll take the bishop. Spotted that. Any other little tactics? There's knight B5 anyway, or bishop F4. Not rook E1 for a moment. Okay. Point G4 here. So there you go. Given that the knight's not on F6 yet. Maybe knight E6, try and smash my opponent to bits with knight E6. Or E5. Just bishop E3. Well, bishop E3 and knight E7. Then knight B5. I don't think knight B5 does anything there. Bishop E3, I think. Possibly F4. Just to hold on to E5 for a moment. Okay, my queen's attackable there. But knight E6 might be a good move here. Possibly, and there's knight C5. E5. Knight B5 here. Takes queen C6. Knight E6 remains interesting. Let's not use up too much time. Is there a simple flaw in the opponent's position here to exploit? E5 or knight E6? Oh, I can't resist. Let's see. Is it going to be knight C5 to evict queen? What about queen C4? Try and stop casting kingside. A minute down. Queen C4 here. Then maybe knight D5 coming up. Or E5. Mind you, B5 looks as though I'll just be a piece down. So what about A4 for a moment, just to stop B5? And I want to try and get in knight D5, try and keep the king in the centre, or E5 first. Or E5 first, or just rook D1. I think E5 tries to open up some lines. Rook D1, E5. I'll keep the queen on this diagonal. If knight C5, maybe queen A2. Oh, that's unpleasant. Okay, what about E5 here? Well, takes and then E5, attacking the bishop. So bishop G2 EF. I think getting my material back. I'm hoping. Bit of a surprise to extract the strings of queens, I suppose, for the opponent. So E5, hitting the bishop on B7. Okay, so there might be knight D5 of castles. Knight D5, bishop D5, winning the rook. King in the centre. Looks a bit dire. And there might be rook e7, bishop d5 if castles. Rook e7, bishop e7, bishop d5. Well, materially I'm just a pawn up, but the pressure, I love the pressure here. Fantastic. Rook's misplaced, it seems, on c4. And this rook, I like the blasting rook down here. And if castles, there's a luxury option, rook e7. Bishop c3, maybe rook takes... okay, let's not get carried away. So there's a check I could use. Well, there's bishop d5. Maybe the check is handy. Bishop d5, does it have any advantage to it? Let's not spend too long. I'll throw in the check to start off with. Actually, I can get the other rook. So otherwise, rookie. No. Alright. Try and keep abreast of the clock. Okay, no, I don't really want to draw. Rook e7 doesn't quite work. Let's just bring it back for a sec. Is he going to take here though? Bishop d6, taking there. I get the two bishops. He gets a pawn. Oh, exchange that. Okay. Okay, something like that. Let's just get a move on here. Bishop d6 maybe. I can play rook e7 with bishop a1. Okay, that's bishop d5 here. So, is that bishop c5, rook e6? Bishop c5, rook e6, maybe. Try and get out of this. Okay, take here. Got the pawn. So I'm back to being just one pawn up. Oh dear, is he crawling out of this? Knight f3, or knight c2 because of bishop e4. So where does the knight go here? Interesting. If it goes to f5, I can pin it. Pin and win. Bishop e4. So knight f5, bishop e4. Threat of g4. That's quite nasty actually. Oh, yeah, well, almost. I'll play h4 and bishop f3, try and still pressurise that knight. So king g4 is mating black. This looks good for g4 though. Mind you, there's always king e5. But then there's bishop b7. I could just take on f5 with the bishop here. Just get another pawn. I go for the a6 pawn here. Just to get past a pawn. We've seen those are quite dangerous recently. Right, how do I get my king into the game? Keep this guy on. Two connected pass pawns. Good time to mate me, isn't he? Okay, two connected pass pawns. G6, G7 looks good. So he's going to try and mate me with king and rook now. And that's the last thing to do. Okay. Get out of the mating net. King and rook. So G7 is going to be pretty good. Okay, cool. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, I probably didn't need the piece sack. I thought it was just more fun, really. Queen G4 was probably interesting. Anyway, Probably should have done b5. I thought that was interesting to exchange off queens. I thought I was getting back a piece. I definitely thought I looked much better here, but blew it probably somehow. That was interesting, that rook c3. So just a pawn up after all that, but with a bit of pressure. So that was 2 pawns up now, and now it's becoming clearer. Comments or questions on YouTube, and thanks so much.